orders are as follows. Good morning, cadets. Welcome back to our Starfield playthrough. We are viewing the galaxy map right now because there's a couple of things I want to point out at the beginning of this episode. First things first, yes, I surveyed all the systems that I jumped in the previous episode, and it was quite fruitful, so to speak. A lot of resources that I got, and the result on surveying everything here is gonna be this one. I'm on Jameson Alpha Centauri, but if I remember correctly, last time in the previous episode I was like around level 19 or 20. But guess what? All that surveying of those planets, and let's say the occasional space battle, because I was forced to do some space battles so I could land and survey the planet, landed me on level 31. So that's a difference of 10 levels. And I would say maybe 1 or 2 levels maybe I could attribute to the space battles, plus the quests that I had for surveying those systems. And I did a bit of weapon engineering and modify a bit on some of them, but not that extensive, so it's nothing worth mentioning. And in terms of skills, yeah, weightlifting, wellness, already had one. I have commerce to the max, so that's great. Persuasion, there was no random event for me to use the persuasion. Frankly, it was mostly space battles. Other than that, nothing. But I have astrodynamics to rank 2, and I'm on the way to do the challenge for the rank 3. Need 20 more jumps and we can get that one. Medicine is rank 2 as well, and I did decide to go for spacesuit design, weapon engineering, mostly because I wanted to reach outpost engineering, because if I want those unique resources and to be able actually to build on extreme hazardous planets, I need outpost engineering for that one. And surveying, I actually decided to upgrade it to the max. It helped me a lot more better in surveying the planets and being more faster, because some of the, well, I had fighting with the fauna and all that, and yeah, scanning them from a distance helped. And targeting control systems, I have it to rank 2. We're working, well, actually rank 3 and whatnot. We're working to 27 more ships to destroy. Security, no hacking. And piloting, I invested in that one because now I can utilize ship thrusters. Rank 2, ship turning and maneuverability. But yeah, rank 3 and 4 is what interests me. So I can pilot class B ships, class C's, so bigger, better ships. And probably I'll go for starship design. This is what I kinda want. And maybe skip, I'm thinking maybe engine systems, because at rank 4 if I use boosting then that resets the targeting for the enemies. Maybe, but yeah, I want starship designs so I can build better module and, you know, have a better ship. And speaking of ships, since I'm here,
got anything you need to
Jameson,
offload? Trader Thur, you should inspect your ship for heat leeches every couple.
Yes.
Okay, no problem.
I have something to show you. Yep. I went ahead and played a bit with the modifications of the ship, and this is the new Frontier. Did a bit of paint job with dark green towards light dark blue depending on the angle, and a bit of yellow. dark yellow as well. And okay, we have inspect. That's the positioning as well. Have multiple engines, but ship builder. This is better to show what's what. So in front, nothing changed. I changed the middle part. The original part only has like 2 tiles length, and this is a 3 tiles length, which actually allowed me to put extra cargo hold on the sides. I have moved the docking port up as well. I believe actually this was already here in the original. But yeah, I have cargo holds on all these sides, and yeah, 1440. Originally was 450 if I'm not mistaken, so I added like 1000 extra. In terms of weapons, I do have more weapons as well. So the lasers, I believe they were still there. I added a cannon and moved the missile launcher. That was actually, as you look at the ship, would be on the left side, but as you are from the point of view of the ship, would be on the right side. So yeah, a bit more symmetrical on how it looks. We have the same thrusters, same landing pad, landing dock actually, and here in the back I kinda moved around stuff and actually put better stuff. We have the fuel tank for jumps right in the back of the loading dock, and I have my shield generator actually behind the fuel tank. When I actually played a bit, it was one on the sides, but again, kind of love ships that are a bit symmetrical, and it kind of annoyed me that I had one cargo hold on side and the other side I had a shield generator. So yeah, the shield generator is protected by the original engines, and I had to add 2 more single engines down here at the bottom, move the grav drive between those 2 engines, and the reactor is on top of the grav drive between the shield generator and the grav drive. So yeah, this is pretty much it. Max crew shield looking alright. It says nominal. I actually wanted to put, I do have 1 more slot I can put the weapon down at the bottom of the cockpit, but if I do that, I'll need to put landing gears extra. That means getting rid of both these engines on the side plus the cargo hold, because otherwise there won't be room. Or try to build up the ship a bit more, 1 more level extra somehow and reorganize. But so far I'm liking it how it is. Okay, so that's pretty much what's happened. And where is Sarah? Again, as I was surveying planets and all that, guess what? She wants to chat, and like halfway through she said like, can we talk? And I was like, let me finish surveying everything, then we can talk. So yeah, I'm gonna have the chat with her and then we're gonna move on.
I have an important personal decision to make, but I need to discuss something with you first.
Is it not me? I've not done anything wrong, right?
No, not at all. This is something that's been weighing on my mind for a long time. I was hoping if I talked about it with you, I could get your opinion. That's all.
Sure, or what is it?
Phew, thank you. So, where to start? Before I was with the Navigator Corps, I was career military, part of the United Colonies Navy. When the Colony War broke out, I was posted as the chief navigator on a warship, the Dauntless.
That's pretty close to captain, right?
In my case, I was 3rd in command, which has a lot to do with the story. There was a particularly bloody battle. We were fighting over a world in the Eta Cassiopeia system. Worst fighting I'd ever seen. We lost 12 ships that day. 12. Including my own.
Why that particular system?
Economic reasons. Several of the worlds in the Cassiopeia system were mineral rich. Both sides wanted to drop refinery outposts on the surface to bolster their supply.
Look, if it's difficult to talk, we don't have to continue.
No. This is important. I need to tell you this. The ship was barely intact. The captain and first mate died the previous day, which put me in command. A shrewd captain would have called for the crew to abandon ship, but I was so angry. I wanted to stay. I needed to fight.
So despite the damage, your ship still had the ability to fight?
The Dauntless was a tough little ship. No shields and the hull was breached, but it still had power. And weapons. That's why I remained in the battle. Huge mistake.
I mean, without knowing all the details, I mean, okay, no shields, hull breaches. It looks like, okay, you need to abandon ship. But there could be more to the battle. Maybe it was close to finishing and, you know, who hesitated, lost, situation like that. So not sure what I would have done.
Well, I didn't have the luxury of indecision. I had to act. We fought for hours, but the damage was fatal. I gave the order to abandon ship and the crew piled into the escape shuttle. As the shuttle launched, I could see it was damaged. I heard screams before the radio cut. The last thing I saw, they were spiraling helplessly towards the planet's surface. There was nothing I could do.
Ooh. So they burned out in the atmosphere then? Damn, that's the way to go. Okay, asking her why wasn't she on the shuttle with them? I'm thinking maybe she decided, okay, captain stays with the ship to go down the ship and all that kind of stuff, but I'm just curious.
It was my duty as acting captain to be the last person to leave the Dauntless.
Got it.
We had more than one escape shuttle available. So, I elected to wait until they were safe.
Wait, so there were more than one shuttle? So, does that mean the crew had to choose left or right, and unfortunately the choice that they made was bad?
The ship barely had enough power for comms and life support. All I could do was watch them die.
Yeah, I'm sorry you had to go through that.
You're sorry.
Damn.
For me, if I hadn't been so stubborn, so eager to prove that I could handle command, my crew would have had more time to escape.
I mean, yes, when you look back, then you can say like, oh, if I would have done that, would have been better. But you don't have the luxury, as she mentioned. So it was a gamble.
My superiors. When the dust settled, the United Colonies gave me a medal. Can you believe that? A damn medal. I never even had a chance to find the shuttle wreckage and give my crew a proper burial.
And how did you get off the Dauntless then?
After I checked every section of the ship for wounded crew, I took the other escape shuttle. If I hadn't, I would have died. The Dauntless came apart minutes after I escaped.
At least you're still alive to honor the legacy.
That's true. But still, it doesn't erase the real issue here. You once told me, no matter how hard you fight, there are some battles you simply can't win. I wish I had heard your advice long ago. Don't you get it? Everything I do, everything I touch, somehow falls apart. That's why I'm worried about us.
What do you mean, us? Us? Me and you, or the constellation?
Look, it's clear the two of us are becoming more than partners. We're becoming close friends. Even though I've pushed people away in the past, I feel different when I'm around you. I feel safer, comfortable, not afraid to admit who I am. I'm terrified I'm going to screw that up.
Don't worry, I'm here for you.
After everything you've heard, all my stories, you still have faith. No one's ever cared about me this much. Not even Aja.
Oh. Oh. I'm choking here. Is this really a good time to put a flirt option after a story like that? And the question is, do I wanna lock the romance with her? Because I don't know what other options I have. But you know what? Sure, whatever. It's a first playthrough.
You know, I've spent a lot of time thinking about us, about our relationship, how we've clearly become close. I practiced what I was going to say when the moment was right, and now that it's here, my mind's gone blank. Look, you deserve the best. Someone who can give themselves to you entirely. But right now, I have too much baggage. Too much on my mind. I hope you'll forgive me for pushing you away. I just need time.
Does that mean that the romance failed, or it's gonna be later on available? I doubt. Yeah, okay, no more activities. So we have kill, pirates. There was actually one, yeah, Crimson Fleet around Earth. Umbriel. And then we have Red Tape Blues. Yeah, in the meantime, I did take at the lodge, there was one mission to survey another planet in Cheyenne, so probably later on. Okay, but let's do a bit of a space battle. And then afterwards, maybe... Yeah, I'm thinking on docking with the Demos. Was it? Right? Demos. For that quest. I don't know where it was. Organ proof? No? Oh. Red Tape Blues, yeah. Then dock with Demo Star Yards, and actually we still have one more quest in the Sol system. Okay.
Hi. Please.
Thank you, Vasco. So, you're telling me is... Yeah. Let's go. Okay. Do I need to... Can I... Do I need to jump to them? Yeah, apparently. Another quick jump.
You're messing with the fleet, pal.
Ah, nice. Okay, I think he has the boost skill.
Rock drives down.
The thing that I'm thinking of taking as well. Nice. Not that one. I was actually expecting more, like a couple more ships, not just one. Right. Gonna go like this to have a bit more shields, and the rest is fine. I do need to find a better reactor, but I think there are some issues. I need to redo the whole ship and whatnot, because it doesn't let me put, or I think I'd need the starship engineering, the starship design, so I can put better modules, because at the moment I don't have good ones. Okay, let's go apply for a job and then probably go is it here? Yeah, I need to select the star yard, not Demos itself. Hey, give me the dock permission. There we go. Let's see how long this is gonna take us.
Nice work.
Have things for you.
Again?
Yeah, what is it?
What do you have?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Bye-bye.
Good
Some
day,
more
Captain.
materials.
When humanity finally left the cradle of Earth behind, the United Colonies was born.
I wish Deimos was exclusively a military contractor.
I don't think we've been here at all.
Deimos ships are responsible for countless victories.
Ah, it's nice to see someone not in uniform. They can be so touchy, you know. Always eager to point out the slightest problem. Oh, please tell me you aren't secretly some high-ranking general, are you?
You're military then?
Oh, I was. Most of us at Deimos served in the UC Navy in one capacity or another. I'm mustered out as a chief warrant officer. Pretty good for a non-com, eh? But there is a lot of top brass around here, so you have to always be at your best.
Well, yeah, I'm the Grand General of the Set of Systems.
Ah, should I bow or curtsy then?
Both.
I assume you're here for a ship. Either that, or you are really, really lost. Mr. Henderson handles sales, but if you want to know anything about our ships, I'm your gal.
All right. How did you learn so much about ships?
The UC Navy. I repaired just about every class of vessel there is. I even repaired Henderson's longsword once or twice. I swear that man has a guardian angel with him full time. Or 3. Deimos hired me because I know every rivet and microchip on these ships. So if Henderson gets stumped on something, it's showtime.
So what's the lowdown on the ships here?
I mean, they're very good, obviously. But these days, everyone's using the same core tech, right? Oh, shit. Do you know you can be lectured on being too honest? Right. What makes Deimos special, though, is the package. We've been building ships forever, and the way we put it all together, well, it's really good. In a, I'm gonna murder my enemies sort of way.
Well, it looks like you're a lot more energetic than the others.
Oh, yeah? Well, I take that as a compliment. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It can be pretty hard working with these no-nonsense military types. Oops. Yeah, I probably shouldn't say things like that, at least not so loudly. I've already been written up twice this week. I can only take so many lectures. Man, I could really use a drink.
I mean, a glass of water would be a healthier option.
Yeah, but who thinks to themselves, man, I could really use a nice glass of water after a hard day?
I do.
What I could really use is Jake's Stout. From Jake's Bar in New Atlantis, of course. Or The Well, to be more specific. I used to love that place when I lived there. I mean, Jake isn't friendly, but he could make a pretty good drink. Say, you're the traveling type, right? Would you mind grabbing me one of Jake's Stouts?
Is this the cappuccino equivalent, but for woods? Sure, why not?
Awesome! Thank you so much. I eagerly await your return. Oh, yeah. Bye.
Do I actually?
Deimos has
No.
every type of ship you. If you ever need more
I
information,
thought maybe I
just let me know.
already had it.
No other ship.
Deimos
Customer-
builds some of the toughest ships in the settled systems. That's probably why the UC Navy continues to contract with them to this day.
Not the. That's the mission board. I'm curious to see what they have here. Nothing apparently. Cool.
You should be
So
honored.
where's the guy that sells the ships? I guess somewhere. Vending machine. Nope. He might be downstairs. Okay. Deimos. Delivery opportunities. Building top-notch military vessels requires an abundance of valuable resources scattered across the settled systems. Deimos is searching for motivated entrepreneurs to provide us with goods. We need to get the job done. Do you have what it takes to work with Deimos and make a fortune at the same time? Contact our sales associate Sandra Fullerton for further details. Isn't she the same person we just talked? I think it is. Heavily utilizes the following resources: aluminum, argon, chlorine, copper, iron, lead, nickel, uranium. Okay, please speak to right. We're here for the job posting. Internship is unpaid with the option for permanent. Yeah, okay. Duties and responsibilities: providing administrative assistance, which may include drafting and editing communication. Okay, managing the executive's daily calendar, organizing meeting and appointments, performing minor accounting. Requires skills and qualification: strong interpersonal skills, written and verbal communication skills, time management and organizational skills. Okay, ability to multitask. Yeah, sounds familiar. Over 10 years. Master degree. The executive wants you to bring a whiskey neat. What does that mean? Okay. This actually might be a trick question. Executives aren't allowed to drink on the job. About 43 ml shot of whiskey served in a glass, not room temperature. A full glass of whiskey with 2 chilled whiskey stones. 2 thin balls of whiskey, 2 drops of water in a chilled glass. Well, actually, not sure for what measurements they went in this game. If they went for the US measurements that they use, because all these 3 options are not correct. So it should be like 50 mils, shot of whiskey with no ice cubes. So basically it would be this one. This would be the closest. So yeah, I'm gonna say 3 question. Alright, a VIP arrives at the office. Okay, meeting with the executive who is running late. What should you do? Offer drinks, because you don't know any information if he's just running late or he decided to cancel. Right, a malfunction prevents the executive's starship from starting up, and they need to go off-world for a meeting. What course of action do you take? Use the company credits to immediately charter an expensive luxury craft. Okay, while handling the executive's email, you come across a message from someone claiming to have damaging information about the executive. Take the info to the board of directors so they can handle it. Ignore the email completely. Again, this is not a lot of information on this question, because it could be like a spam or, you know, bait for viruses and whatnot. But yeah, take the info to the board of directors. Okay, executive contacts you and asks you to see them in their office in the middle of the night. You can tell they are drunk. What do you do? I would say contact security. Alright. And then we need to talk with Trevor. Hey, so, aren't you the one... Yeah.
I hope your Deimos ship has been serving you well. If you have your own ship, we're always looking for bulk resources. The Star Yards have negotiated a set price with the Trade Authority, twice the market rate.
And what do I find these resources?
Most contractors either represent mining companies or are miners themselves. But really, we don't care where you get the resources, so however you procure them is your own affair.
Got it. And how exactly does this work?
Once you have the requested resources in your cargo hold, just return to me. We'll pay you the agreed fee and we'll send the porters to pick up the cargo. If you deliver the full amount, there's a bonus in it for you too.
And what do you mean full amount? For one particular resource? For example, you need 20 iron and I bring you 20 iron. Or for the whole list? Huh.
As a first-time contractor, I am required by law to let you know that every Star Yard offers the same terms. But obviously, you should deal with us. Depending on your cargo hold size, you may need to make several trips to fulfill the order. So what we need is lead. We need a small shipment, 500 units of it.
Oh my... What? 500? Bro, I was thinking in the numbers of like 50 or 100 tops. 500? Okay. If this is not timed, looks like I need to start working out on outposts.
Excellent. This invoice has the details.
I do have some left to deliver, but it's not 500.
It was nice talking with you.
I know for sure I definitely don't have 500, so I'm not even gonna bother.
There's nothing like it.
Okay. Oh, computer. Is it just announcements here? Okay, public relations. Yeah, okay. Nothing important.
This is the heart of the UC.
These are hallowed halls.
Are you sure you're in the right place?
Is this it? I thought maybe it would be a bit more bigger than this. Any interesting magazine, something that I can take and improve my skills permanently? Looks like no. Alright, Henderson.
What do we have here? A civilian in my star yard. Deimos prides itself on being the UC's first and last line of defense in space. But we're more than happy to protect and arm bold entrepreneurs that do their business among the stars.
So do you only sell military vessels?
Deimos has a starship to fill every need. Science vessels and the like. But what we're known for, what we're built for, is combat. Deimos starships have seen more action in more theaters than any of our competitors.
It's certainly something.
History was forged in our star yard, time and time again. So, let's see about getting you a proper ship, one worthy of you.
Are Deimos ships really that good?
Yes, they are. I flew my longsword in 43 combat missions. It never once failed me. That's what you get with Deimos. Our ships have been battle-tested for decades longer than anyone else.
43? That's impressive.
I've had a long and successful military career. Deimos starships have played a major part in it. In fact, I'm sure that if I flew any lesser starship, I probably wouldn't be standing here right now talking to you. That's what Deimos affords you. The confidence to go soaring into the fire, the death, and know that you will make it out alive.
Love me some firepower.
Then you'll love the ships we have on offer. If you ever get into a combat situation, your enemies won't know what hit them. And that's the way it should be.
Okay, let's see them.
Good choice.
Okay, so we have longsword, shield crew 4, actually. Engine, I'm losing a lot compared to what I have. Seems to have the reactor I was actually looking to put, but other than that, cargo is what? Missile launchers, electron beam. Right, what other you have? Byreme. Wait, where's the... Not seeing any cargo, unfortunately. Only has 2 weapons, Gladius, Hoplite. Yeah, interesting design, but nah. And then we have Phalanx. So Aegis would be the better one. Class B. which unfortunately I cannot fly because I need
When you get serious about your
a
spacecraft,
skill,
come back
unfortunately.
to Deimos.
Enjoy your stay.
Thank you. Right, I thought this star yard would be a bit more bigger to explore.
I have to say it. No funny business.
But I guess the idea is just to come here, repair, get a ship if you want, modify, and then go out. Okay, I need to speak with Trevor, which means set a course to Mars.
Welcome to UC Space. Maintain your current course while we scan your ship's cargo.
Ah, okay, that's why I did not have
Scan
automatically
complete.
to land, because they need to scan me. Okay, let's do this quick, and hopefully that that job application was good. I'm curious actually if you can fail missions, if there are some parameters that if you tick them,
Watch out for the robots.
you fail the mission,
Am I in your way?
or it's again just an illusion of what could happen. And it does not matter what choices you choose during those questions.
Don't worry. We're gonna make sure you get that job.
Sure, I filled out the application.
Okay, now we need to ensure you get hired. Basically, we'll need to make sure you're the only choice. To do that, you'll need to get access to the HR terminal in the corporate office upstairs on the main level. If you delete the other applications from the system, you'll be a shoo-in.
Isn't HR going to think it's odd all the application were deleted?
Believe me, if you knew Tia, you wouldn't worry. I'll be honest, she's so overworked and behind in her tasks that I don't even think she knows there are any applications. That's a good point, though. Once your application is in, I'll ping her and ask her to take a look to see if any applications came in for me. That should get her to finally take a look, see yours, and if all goes well, she'll hire you on the spot.
Okay, smart. And how can I gain access to the computer?
I happen to know that the HR director, Tia, and the other women in the office tend to go to the Broken Spear for happy hour at 5 every evening. That's your window of opportunity.
Yes, now I remember. That group of 3 ladies that were complaining about work and all that. Got it.
That's the spirit? Believe me, this is gonna help everyone. By the way, the HR password is password spelled backwards, which Tia thinks is pretty clever. She gets talkative during happy hour, and loud. Surprised everyone doesn't know her password, honestly. Anyway, should be pretty easy. Good luck.
Well, to be honest, it is a easy password, true, but it's not something you would actually bother to remember, because everybody thinks like, oh, what's the password and all that, and you kind of don't think it's actually password spelled backwards. Okay, nobody seems to be around. Okay, messages. I know this is in the right place to bring this up, but I seem to get a response from Peter. Our tools are falling apart and we really need new ones. Can you ping him maybe? Throw a wad of paper at him to get his attention? Something? He's an executive for crying out loud. I know he's someone's rich son, but this is getting ridiculous, Trevor. Okay, company reminder, all new ships from January 1st require coolant pumps grade E or above. Interesting, I wonder if that's gonna come into play. Search where to find good whiskey. Probably at the bar. He's at it again. Peter seems to think the messaging program is some sort of search function again. At least he's using the computer, I guess. Gilly. Okay, job applicants. Okay. I can literally delete mine. Assessment. This candidate shows some promise. Recommend seeking better qualified candidates, but this one will do if not better. Come on. I'm good. 5 to 9 years experience. Answer question adequately, but stumbled on question 4. Was that the email question? I think it was. All right. 1 to 5 years experience for Macaulay, Esparza. Okay, would prefer candidate with more experience. Aaron Fun, no experience, secondary schools. Test scores are perfect, but lack of experience and education are a major concern. Temporary contract if none exist. And then Nyla, over 10 years experience. Perfect scores, PhD, education. This would be the ideal candidate. But there are concerns that they may be overqualified. Okay. And that's it. Nice. Nothing happened. I was concerned for a bit that I had to wait for the NPC to go away from the computer. But looks like that was not the case.
Trust me, this is the best shot we've got at getting that request approved.
Well, I did it. Made sure I was the only applicant.
And I can say that I've got some good news for you. I just saw the company message go out that you've been hired as Peter's assistant. Congratulations.
Don't you feel bad about the other applicants?
Not really, and neither should you. Either those applications were old and those people have moved on, or as soon as you disappear after this, they'll get to hiring again.
Okay. And what happens if they figure out what we're doing?
They won't. I'll tell you a little secret. No one really cares too much. I'm not saying anyone's bad at their job, just that everyone's too busy and overworked to care. Seriously, no worries, mate. I've been here long enough to know how they operate up there.
Alright, if you say so, then I'm ready for the next step.
Next step should be easy. Just go to work for Peter, and when you get access to his terminal messages, you'll see my request. All you've got to do is approve that request, and we'll be right on with it. Then, we can get that new equipment and show corporate how it's done.
Okay, that's a hefty amount of credits. Okay, red tape run around. I thought the quest will continue.
I'd take a bullet for any miner in this space.
Hello?
Oh, hold on there. Are you supposed to be down here? You could get hurt without proper safety training.
I've done mining work before.
Oh, Argos. Didn't know anyone actually survived their operations. Nah, I'm just messing with you. I know Argos. They're good people. Their safety record's actually pretty good. They stand to beef up their security, I hear. But that's neither here nor there. I'm Salmond. Not Sammy, not Sam, Salmond. I don't do nicknames. I've been with Deimos for what seems like forever. So what I'm saying is, if you have questions, no one here knows these mines better than I do.
You ever think about retirement?
Yeah, I get it. I'm old. To answer your question, though, no. This is the life for me, and I'm gonna do it until I'm dead or can't do it anymore. Whichever comes first.
What more can you tell me about yourself?
Not much. Been mining this rock for longer than anyone. Going on 30 years now. And before you ask, I don't talk about my life before that.
So you have a dark secret past then?
I do, and it's gonna stay that way, since I don't have any reason to trust you yet.
Alright.
Later.
It was nice chatting with you. Wonder if he's gonna appear later on in another quest.
It's amazing how smoothly our mining operations run with me in charge. I can't recall the last time we've had any major issues.
Alright, I'm here, boss.
Oh, you're finally back. I feel like you've been gone for ages. Do you know how tough this job is without an assistant?
Well, I'm here now, ready to work.
Good. Now, let's make... You look a bit different than I remembered. Did you go to Enhance? No. Now I remember. They told me they sent me someone new. Anyway, when they told me how poorly you did on your application questions, I had my doubts. But at least you showed up on time, so maybe there's hope? Well, enough chit-chat. Let's get to work.
What do you mean poorly on the questions? Right, just point me out your computer and I'll get to your messages.
Not quite. I need you to do something much more important before you get to that. I'm expecting a personal shipment. I'm not sure why, but the last time this happened, my assistant ended up speaking to Governor Hurst about it. Now, run off and get it for me.
What's in the shipment?
What's in the shipment?
Yeah.
A good assistant knows it's not their place to ask. Bad assistants get fired. Mediocre assistants get... You know what? I forgot where I was going with this, but it doesn't matter. Just get it for me, will you? Also, I don't quite remember. But it is important, that I know.
Wonderful. Contraband. Of that particular kind, I guess. Can you tell me more about yourself?
I could, but we'd be wasting valuable time, so no.
Okay, then what do we do here exactly? Can you tell me that?
Oh, do they cover nothing in orientation anymore? No, strike that. We got rid of orientation, didn't we? Anyway, it's not important. Your job is easy. You do what I ask, and that's pretty much it. I'm surprised you've forgotten that's the... All right, new assistant. I keep forgetting.
Was your last assistant named Steve? And what happened to him?
I don't know. At first I thought I had multiple assistants that rotated in and out, but it seems I've only ever had one at a time and they all just stopped showing up. I believe my last assistant was supposed to get me some coffee, but never came back. I honestly wasn't listening to whatever they were crying about. Have
Wonderful. Right, let's get this over with quick. I really don't wanna...
Keep a lookout. Notify us if you see anything suspicious.
Yeah, my current boss is... something. Right.
I'd love to. You simply won't find a politician who works harder for his people than I do.
Cool. I'm here on behalf of Peter Brennan.
Well then, you've been quite busy making a name for yourself, haven't you?
Sorry, I don't know what you're talking about exactly.
Oh, it's okay. You can drop the act with me.
Interesting. It appears Governor Hurst is well aware of our exploits.
If by exploits, you mean what your friend is doing for Sidonia, and not your work for Constellation, Ms. Morgan, you're right on the money. So look, I admire a go-getter like yourself. You're not in trouble unless you make trouble. And I don't think you're the type. I know you're not really Mr. Brennan's assistant. I don't know exactly what you're up to, but I have little reason to suspect you're up to no good. So let's cut to brass tacks. What can I do for you?
Oh, nice. I have a diplomat option, but I wonder if I choose the third option, if the diplomat option is gonna go away. But yeah, I'm gonna ask, how do you know so much about me?
Word travels fast around Sidonia. It's my business to know these things. Frankly, I'm not worried about you. As long as you play your cards right, it'll stay that way.
Okay, perfect. It didn't go away. So, as a former diplomat, we both deal in government. Let's talk about Mr. Brennan's shipment and why you're holding it.
Why, sure. Anything for someone with your, distinction. Look, Mr. Brennan owes an absurd amount in unpaid taxes, so we've held up his shipment at port. No doubt you'd agree this is fair. However, I also suspect you're someone who'd be willing to do a little quid pro quo on the quiet and help me with my own problem. See, my personal spacecraft was stolen, likely by Crimson Fleet pirates. I need someone to find it. Then I need that someone to destroy it. Discreetly. I need tight lips on this.
Why is it important to destroy the ship?
Well, this is a tricky situation indeed. Not to get bogged down in details, but assuming this is the work of pirates, it's best to destroy the ship and everybody on board. Makes it cleaner for insurance purposes.
Why not ask SysDef if it was stolen?
Oh, it's a few reasons. I don't want this mired in their process. Also,
sure.
It's a bit of an embarrassment for a sitting governor to lose a ship. So I'd rather that not get out. I'm sure you understand.
Alright, I guess I don't have any option. I'll do this for you. You get me that shipment.
Then we have an agreement. I'll send you to the ship's last known location. Remember, not a word of this leaves this room.
Okay. Is this... where? It's there. Oh well, let's jump directly there.
Hey friend, don't mean to bother you, but I could really use some help here. This will be quick, I promise, if we could just talk it over. It is good to see someone out here. I've been drifting alone here for 2 days without help.
He did say to destroy it, but can I go on board and kill everybody and just take his ship, then sell it? You know what, I'm gonna try that.
Wait, you on the account? Alright, come on board. I hope you've got some extra ship parts for repairs, because we're going to need it to get this thing back to base.
Nice. Optional destroy Hearst ships. No, I wanna dock. You know, get some cash off it.
Nice clean dock, Captain.
So, you're a pirate? Please. We know you're not really with the fleet. Word of advice? Learn the lingo before you attempt anything so stupid again. We've got two choices. We need ship parts to repair our busted craft drive. Hand them over along with your ship, and maybe we'll let you leave. Or we dust you and take it anyway. You've got to the count of 20 before I make that choice for you.
You really wanna do this? I think we can all walk away from this and get what we want.
You mean to parlay? Countdown's over. Consider my curiosity piqued.
I mean, I could have just blown the ship up instead of coming aboard.
I didn't think you were a fool. I'm listening.
I'm just trying to figure out why Hurst wants the ship destroyed.
You play your cards right, and maybe you'll figure that out.
Let's be reasonable. No one needs to get hurt.
You seem pretty sure of that. Okay. Enough talk. I think I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'll even help you on your way. I have an incriminating letter from Hurst himself. I'm sure it's valuable to an enterprising individual such as yourself. I don't care what you do with it. Rip it up, use it for blackmail, whatever. I'll give it to you. So long as we get to keep this ship. Deal?
What should I do with that letter?
Come on. You really need me to spell it out for you? Hurst is a politician. Politicians are susceptible to blackmail. Or if you really want to see fireworks on Mars, I'm sure there is someone in a position of authority in Sidonia that you could turn that into as evidence of corruption. Not like it's going to paint a target on our backs any bigger than we already have. It's sure to stir up trouble for local politics. Seems like a win to me.
Alright, it's a deal.
Smart choice. Now, I suggest leaving before our reinforcements show up. I can't guarantee they'll be as accommodating as we are.
Oh. Search for more clues? Now I'm tempted. Commander Woodard, right. Do you have anything interesting here? Okay, coffee bag, sure. Gonna take the water.
Get out of here.
I mean, if need be, just destroy the ship.
We're lucky you're one of us, and not some shark. Can't believe we got paid by that sucker Hurst and...
Right, okay. I think there's anything around here. Hold up. Is there a cargo and the captain's? It is. There's nothing in the cargo hold, but I see an epic over here. Do. There we go.
We're lucky you're
down
one of
more.
us, and not some shark. Can't believe we got paid by that sucker Hurst and got to keep his ship.
Okay, weapon case which I cannot open.
Well, lucky you're one of us, and not some shark.
Hello, who are you? Sylvia Slosh.
Well, I suppose they're not going to need it anymore.
Okay. I thought maybe they would get angry for me checking the ship. I still didn't have the option to destroy the ship though. No, don't, come on, don't fall down.
Can't believe we got paid by that sucker Hurst and got to keep his ship.
Oh, paid by Hurst. Okay. Now let's see. Do I have the option to, or they're just gonna have jump out?
Complete, Captain.
And You know what, guys? I changed my mind.
Grab jump offline. Shields are non-operational.
Ow. Actually, that hurts. Okay. Looks like they're really strong. So let's try this one more time, and maybe I'll leave it as it is.
Shield system is offline. Grab jump down. Oh, we're stuck.
Ah, buttons. Come on. Bye-bye. Nice. My service from first. This is it. Ooh, alright. That was actually something. Oh, yeah, they're pirates. I'm not gonna deal with them.
It's funny. I bet I've spent more time exploring the Martian surface than roaming around Sidonia itself.
Now, hold up. Okay, that's the lead. Return to Hearst. Didn't I get... what's the activities? You know what? I'm gonna show the note. To the commander, and then we'll see where we go from there. Cause yeah,
Ever been to Aquila?
he was being very sus.
I don't miss the war, but I do miss the glory days of training with the best soldiers there ever were.
Alright, I have some evidence regarding Hearst.
That's a pretty serious accusation. I assume you have proof of these alleged illicit activities?
How would the legal system handle this situation with Hearst?
Well, he's a governor. If what you say is true and you have evidence against him, he'll be charged with felonies. I assume he'd step down ahead of this and turn himself in, but if not, he'd be arrested. Then there'll be a formal trial back in New Atlantis. If convicted, he'll likely serve jail time plus any applicable fines. I'm sure they'd have to find a new governor. It's pretty rare for something like this to happen. So this is all an educated guess.
Alright, and I do have a note he sent to known pirates.
Let me take a look at that. Well, this doesn't look good for Hearst. I'll say that. You did the right thing by coming to me. I'll take it from here. The United Colonies thanks you for your vigilance.
But he was supposed to get me a package for Peter. Can you help me out with that?
Tell you what, I'll do you a favor. Go ahead and finish whatever deal you had with Hearst. I'll wait to take care of him until after that. Just don't let him know we spoke about this. I don't want him running, and you don't want to lose whatever leverage you've got with him.
True. Any other reward?
For doing the right thing? No. This action benefits the entire city. The reward is that we get justice against a corrupt politician.
Alright then. I'm glad I could help root out corruption.
I can tell you, Sidonia appreciates it.
Yeah, you're welcome. You could have given me some credits.
Until I discovered that.
Even 1 credit or something? No? Okay. Never mind then.
What a day, huh?
Whoop. Wrong door.
The community center on P1 is a good place to connect with them.
So I did what you asked of me.
I sure hope you've taken care of our little problem.
Yep, I did. Now it's your turn to hold up your end of the deal.
Did you Take care of my little problem?
How about you pay me a little extra?
I'm already giving you what you want, per our agreement. Tell you what, here's a little extra to keep you happy. But you should know, if I hear any rumors about this, I'll know exactly who to hold accountable.
Are you sure you can spare more credits?
Don't get greedy. I'm willing to resolve this amicably. I suggest you do the same.
Well, I tried. But yeah, I'm not gonna tell him about the note. So yeah, I did what you asked.
Good. I'll release Mr. Brennan's shipment to you as promised. I'll even defer his taxes as a little bonus. You really helped me out of this bind. Don't take this the wrong way, but I hope I'm never in need of your help like this again.
Don't worry. Yeah, you won't get it. Right, let's give it to
Right
Peter.
then, assistant. Let's see. I know there's something I need you to do for me. My shipment. Do you have it yet?
Yeah, I kinda had to do some shady stuff for Hearst. Also, you owe me taxes.
Oh, that's nice. Thanks for getting this for me. Now, could you be a pal and get to my computer messages? Oh, they've been piling up while you were gone, and I need you to respond to them for me. Here's my password. Just make sure your replies sound like they're coming from me. I have a reputation to maintain.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure that's good contraband. Now he just got messages, meeting request. Looking forward. Okay. Psych evaluation. Shipment. Outstanding tax balance. Okay, you're lazy incompetent. Ah, that was from the previous assistant. Right, requests. Notes. Some of us, self-included, have been working hard. Okay, but we will stock. Still stuck with the standard 10 days off per calendar year. Damn, no. Somebody's back home, did they get 15 days? Yeah, approve. Replace mining equipment, yes. Approve. Drink selection. I just want the company to offer some different drink options. Yep, approve. Messages. Sure, approve. Everything gets approved. Don't care. Leila gets her drinks and whatnot. More off days. From 10 to 15. Yeah, that's gonna be helpful. Alright, Trevor, are we done with this?
I wonder what's taking Hank so long.
I managed to approve your request. Is that
I
it?
saw. Good work. See? I knew having someone on the inside like that would work out. I've already put it in order for the equipment. I was going to ask you to pick it up for me, but there's a problem. One of my guys, Hank Ferraro, offered to go. I tried to tell him he'd be more useful sticking to his job here, but he insisted, and he was already on his way out before I could stop him. But it shouldn't be taking this long. Just a quick trip to Gagarin and back. I'm concerned. I could use some help with this.
Really? Oh, what do you think happened?
I don't know. Maybe he got hit by pirates. Maybe he's out of fuel, drifting. Maybe he just stopped for chunks. Anyway, something's up, and it doesn't seem good. Since you've proven yourself so skilled in so many ways, I was hoping to call on you for it. So, you in?
Well, why did you let him go?
Hank's been a difficult employee, to be honest. More interested in showing off than doing good work. He's aggressive. He starts shit with the other employees. He's often late for work and so on. So this came up and I figured maybe he's trying to turn things around. Even though I was reluctant, I wanted to give him a chance. Now I'm questioning if it was a good idea.
Sure, but only if you pay me well.
Of course I'll pay you well. You're doing us a huge favor. I even anticipated this by carving out a chunk of the budget specifically to pay you. We don't currently have much information to go on. I'd suggest checking with Sidonia's ship services over at the starport first. They'd be the last person I know that's seen Hank. It's all I've got without sending you all the way to Gagarin to retrace his steps. Good luck.
Sure. I thought we were gonna be done with this. Okay, so I guess, yeah, Jake Stout as well. Might as well. I could actually do this off screen to get a drink for Sandra and then just record in the next episode or another episode once we deliver it to her. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it here for this episode and continue next time. Hopefully finish with this side quest. And then Kudu Rook meets King. I'll just have a look to see what I have available here. But yeah, for now, hopefully enjoy this episode, guys, and I'll see you next time. But as always, and don't forget to take care.